Hey guys, like AJPS here, and I'm going to be looking at two sets in one because one of them is a small set and it's like barely 60 pieces, and the other one is like 280 pieces. But they're both part of the same set or the same set line. It's part of the Lego set, so Extreme Team. Both came out in the same year around 1998, I believe. So we're gonna start with the first one, which is the little one. Look, this is like 70 pieces, maybe 80. But this is like a little doom buggy. And it has a simple thing of just, someone roll around, blah blah blah. Probably make it look like it's popping a wheelie and everything. You can actually connect something else to it. Maybe help offset it for balance, whatever. One little minifigure, chrome parts over here on both sides. And in terms of moving parts, besides the wheels, you have this thing up the top. You have this, like the spoiler. And then you have this opening hatch. That's it. It's very simple. This is something else from my childhood too. Like the only one of another set I got that's like, oh, it goes with another set there together. And you get the one little minifigures, so I guess he's like your Doom Buggy rider or whatever. Hit the dunes, hit the sand dunes and rev it up. Now, about this, he does not sit flush in there because there is a tile in there, so he's just kind of just resting on it. So yeah, he's not sitting flush in there, so he's just kind of wiggle around in there. Though, because of this, the canopy, good call it canopy, but this top part is kind of pushing down on him a little bit. So you kind of have this kind of like that, but then you push this down, so he's really not moving, so that's why he's kind of in there. And I don't know about if you can wing it. I guess you could do this. Kind of wing it and say, hey, I need some help over here. But yeah, there's that. And also it has the extreme logo right there on the front. Which is the thing. It would be common on these because he also has this back here, which is a sticker, and I don't think I put it up there straight. But hey, who cares? And all the minifigures kind of had this look of like cool smiling dude with all wearing glasses. And I know there's a lot of other sets, but I think I'm not gonna get them because I'm kind of okay with this one. And like I said, there ain't too many in terms of moving parts, but hey, it rolls. No real turn. You just kind of have to force a turn, but it's like, oh, well, there we go, side wheelie. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna put him back here because we got more to look at. Now we're gonna look at the main Extreme Team set. I don't know the name of it, but I think this is called I think it's like the Stunt Crew set. So first off, we have this little car. Nothing special. Has a little minifigure and 6 wheels, and it's basically there to roll around. And he also has little signalers on the back. And I know these are for signal for, taking off, landing, go that way, go this way. I know these kind of things, especially for my job. When we're out to see a lot, we kind of know these things. So that's what that is. And you can hold them. And these also are in, I forgot to mention this, but lime green. These are all like a lot of lime green parts. Except for these little pieces up here, they are just the normal yellow from like older sets. Also, I will admit one thing. These little red pieces on top do pop off easily sometimes. Just like that. And I do know there are some spare extra pieces that come with this set. I think it's like another one of these and some of these little clear, these lime green clear pieces. So there's like extras of those. And yes, if you wanted to use silly or funny, you could have the other two minifigures, because this is a set with 3, stand on the side of here while he's driving off. I'm not sure why you would do that. Seems kind of dangerous, but hey, it's there as an option. So that's all there is to him. We'll pull him off to the back. Next up we have this little thing. It's a hitch. Nothing special, but it's there for the other pieces, the big piece in this set. But you know, it's just there, you know, to, you know, pull it along. If you've ever been to an airport and you've ever seen them, like how they got that little car that helps the planes pull out and let before they go start driving off to the runway themselves. This is basically like that. Next up is the a little fuel cart. Yes, this is a fuel cart, so if you need to, you know, refill them up with some more diesel or jet fuel. I don't know why I said diesel, but if you got to refill them up with jet fuel, here you go. And this has stickers on it, the octane sticker here, and the little red and yellow stripes on the back. Nothing too special about this. It's just, you know, there to hitch on to the back of that and just roll around. And then this thing, you know, plug into the main piece, so, you know, refill it with jet fuel and send it off on its way. Then we got our little helicopter, or our little minifigure sitting inside. And it has stickers on it, just to the air show. But in terms of moving parts, you just have that and the little propeller here on the back. So there's nothing too special about that, and it's, you know, there to be, I'm catching this from high above, blah blah blah, and it is like, you know, just watching. And technically these white pieces are supposed to be like skids, because, you know, like some planes have wheels, some have skids. These are skids, so when it comes in, it's not gonna, it's just gonna just plop right there. It's not gonna slide or anything. I think it could slide, but it's just supposed to just be flat down on the surface. And next we get into the main goodie of this one, the big boy. This one has a lot of stickers. This thing takes up the majority. You have the air show on the side, on both sides. You also have this X logo for Extreme Team, but it's on both sides of this piece, so it's on inside and out. And then you have this sticker that wraps around this entire thing. So yeah, there's that. That's a lot of stickers. That's like 2, 4, 7 stickers right there. So as it rolls, in terms of parts that moves and all that, you got this wheel here that's rotating, and just like on the Sea Scorpion, like I was talking about the tail, how that part, this is that same part. So this rotates there, and you notice it's always kind of tilting down, though you can offset this by opening up that so you can actually have it offset enough. Well, that wasn't supposed to. That was weird. I just looked at it like this piece was not supposed to be attached to that. I mean, it's supposed to click and hold in place, but yeah. But you have this as like to help it, stand upright. And also when this thing's closed, it's not flush. It does kind of snap in place, but staying like flush and like airtight like it should, it's not. And no, the pieces they're used is not to make it flush, because I could put, because you got these little solid pegs here, solid studs. That's why it makes it solid. But if it was a peg, it would probably make it easier. But everything else is just kind of like friction snapping in, and then you got this part back here that opens up for like its engine. So there's that, and then you also got this little hole here, which is supposed to be where our little jet fuel thing comes in and refill it up. And like I said, the big boy gets all the attention because you got that. So now he's flush and upright. And then you can bring this over. And then just have this sitting right in there, like pumping in fuel. Either side works because this thing's built symmetrical. So yeah, that's all. It gets all the attention. Yeah, that's pretty much the Extreme Team set. But this thing gets all the attention. Also, if you want to, you can lean it backwards like this so it can look like it's taken off. And I know these orange pieces in the back will not. I don't even think they hit the groove, hit the surface, because it's back here hitting the surface first before they do. So yeah, you have a nice full set you can work with. Now technically these right here, these 5 is one set, but since I did this as one, added him, we'll just make it a full set. Just did a 2 for 1. But honestly though, these things together is still nice, because you could have an interactive, display show. Here doing something crazy, stunt driving. This is capturing everything, and this doing this little hair-raising, daredevilish flights. And all of them have that lime green on them, which is not, or that clear lime green, but actually over the years they've kind of grown on me, so I don't mind it. And the one unique trait about all of these is that each of their helmets have like flames on it. So yeah, that's the Lego Extreme Team set. I had these both from when I was a child. That was one of my personal favorites. And it was like the only set I had where I had 2 sets and I could be like, hey, let's go. We got a show to put on, blah, blah, blah. Younger me having a field day with these, because why not? Imagination runs wild. But like I said with the other one, these used to be cheaper back then, but with market sale prices and other stuff, it's a lot more expensive now. So yeah, there's that. So you're going to probably pay quite a bit for them. This one, not so much. You may not pay as much. The rest, you probably will. So yeah, but if you do want to search for them, I would suggest looking at Bricklink. Bricklink would be the best place to find them. So I'll see you guys later. I got a few more to review. Once I get off my lazy ass, build them and do the reviews for them. And then we'll just move on to, bigger stuff.